My soon-to-be mother-in-law, Marlene, is trying to ruin my wedding. I want you to listen to this. She doesn't want me to have it at the venue I want to have it at, because apparently we can't have it at a barn. This is not just a barn. It's an upscale barn, okay? This is where weddings happen all the time, and it's not cheap. She says her son will not be getting married like a farm animal. She wants to change my wedding gown, she wants to change the food, and she wants to change the color template, which is not happening, and my mama's boy, soon-to-be husband, doesn't even have my back. He says I'm being ridiculous, and this is just the start. I am 26, I'm female. I just had the worst fight with my fiancé, Travis, who's 28, and I'm sitting in my parked car, sipping on my Starbucks drink. Anyways, I can't go home. I can't face our apartment that still smells like his cologne in the air, and I can't look at our engagement photos on the wall. I can't see his gaming setup in the corner where he would always play while I cooked dinner, occasionally shouting commentary that made me laugh even when I was stressed from work. How did we get here? How did my sweet, thoughtful Travis, the guy who once drove 3 hours to bring me hot soup when I had the flu during our long-distance phase, turn into someone who would choose his mother over me, again and again and again? We've been together since college, met at a mutual friend's party when I accidentally spilled my drink on his shoes. Instead of getting angry, he laughed and said, "Oh, well, guess you owe me a dance." Cheesy as hell, but it worked. We danced to some terrible remix of Mr. Brightside, and I remember thinking his smile could power a small city. That was almost 5 years ago. Everything was perfect, like disgustingly perfect. We survived long distance after graduation when he got a job in tech and I was finishing my teaching degree. We adopted our cat together and we had inside jokes about everything. From the way he could not pronounce Worcestershire sauce, to how I always cried during dog food commercials. Our friend called us couple goals, which was cringe, but also we kinda were. His mother, Marlene, Marlene, sweet at first. Maybe a little overbearing, but I thought it was cute how close they were. Travis's father left when he was 10, so it was just them against the world, you could say. She would tell stories about working double shifts at the hospital to pay for his hockey gear, staying up all night to help with science projects, sacrificing everything for her baby boy. I admired her, I really did. The problem started small. Comments about my cooking like, "Oh honey, Travis prefers his steak well done, not medium." About my clothing. "Oh, that's such an interesting choice for a Sunday dinner." Teaching is sweet, but have you thought about something more ambitious, honey?" Travis always laughed at it, but that's just how mom is. She means well. Then we got engaged last Christmas. He proposed at the ice rink where we had our third date. The one where I fell on my butt approximately 17 times, and he never let go of my hand, not even once. It was perfect. The ring was perfect, the moment was perfect. I mean, what came after, though, was, not perfect at all. Marlene immediately took over the wedding planning like it was her full-time job. At first I was grateful. Planning a wedding while teaching 25 first graders is basically impossible. But then she started changing stuff. The date I wanted, "Oh no dear, that conflicts with my book club's annual retreat." The colors I chose, "Oh, navy and gold is overdone. Let's do burgundy and silver like I dreamt of." Like she dreamt of? Not me, her. But today was the breaking point. We were touring venues, me, Travis, my mother, Jolene, and Marlene. I'd found this beautiful barn venue about an hour outside the city. Exposed beams, twinkling lights, and a meadow perfect for outdoor ceremonies. It was everything I dreamt about since I was literally 12 years of age, planning my wedding to Nick Jonas. Shut up, we all had a phase. My mother owns a boutique in town, was already talking about how she could decorate. She and I were gushing over the possibility of having wildflowers everywhere. Lavender, poppies, baby's breath, creating this romantic, ethereal atmosphere that just felt like us. Travis and I had our first real date at the botanical garden. Flowers are kind of our thing. Then Marlene spoke. "Absolutely not. This place looks like, where homeless people squat. My son's not getting married in some dirty barn like a farm animal." The venue's coordinator's face went pale. My mother's jaw dropped, and I just stood there frozen. And these weeds? You call it a flower? She gestured dismissively at my phone, where I had been showing inspiration photos. Trashy. Complete trashy. What will the partner at Travis's firm think? What will my friends think? That we couldn't afford real flowers? That we're some kind of hillbilly family, huh? My mother, sweet Jolene, who has never said a harsh word to anybody, snapped. Excuse me, did you just call my daughter's vision trashy? I call it like I see it. Maybe if you raised her with more sophisticated taste, we wouldn't be here right now. That's enough. I finally found my voice. You don't get to talk to my mother that way. You don't get to call my dreams trashy. This is my wedding. Marlene just laughed. She actually laughed. She said, your wedding, sweetheart? Who do you think is paying for the honeymoon? Who pulled strings to get the country club for the rehearsal dinner? This is a family event, not some teenage fantasy. You will shape up. I looked at Travis, waiting for him to say something, anything, but he just stood there, looking at his phone like it held the secret to the universe. Travis? He sighed, that long-suffering sigh that I started to dread. Oh, baby. Maybe we should look at other venues before we lock into one. Mom does have a point about the barn being, rustic? Rustic? Like it was a dirty word? Like our conversations about wanting something intimate and personal meant nothing. Are you serious, I said, right now? I could feel tears building. You agreed to this. You said you loved the idea of an outdoor wedding. You said it. Oh, honey, I said what you wanted to hear. But Mom, she's right. We need to think about appearance. My promotion is coming up. Your promotion? What does your promotion have to do with our wedding? I was full-grown crying at this point, and Marlene smirked. Everything, dear. Imagine this. You need to think about our image. It matters. But I wouldn't expect someone who plays with children all day to understand the corporate world. That's when my mother lost it. I mean, I've never seen her like this. Lost it. 5'2", Jolene, went full mama bear, getting right into Marlene's face. You condescending witch. My daughter has 2 degrees and shapes the young minds of America. She's worth 10 of you. Security ended up escorting us out. At my dream venue, we were escorted out by security. The car ride home was silent until Travis said it. You need to apologize to Ma. I almost crashed the car. I need to apologize? Are you insane? Your mother attacked her. Your mom called me trash, called me, trashy dreams, and insulted my career. Oh, come on, honey. She's just being honest about the venue. You're too sensitive. Too sensitive? The man who once held me while I sobbed over a student's difficult home situation, who knew exactly how much my job meant to me, who used to brag to everybody about his teacher's fiancé changing lives. That man just called me sensitive? I pulled over and told him to get out. He laughed, thinking I was joking, but I wasn't. Get out, babe, come on. Get out of my car. He got out, and I drove away and have not been home since. That was 6 hours ago, and I don't care where he went. Maybe Uber, maybe Lyft. I know that he's at his mother's, though. Of course he is. He's a mama's boy. She's probably making his favorite meal and telling him how right that he actually is about all this. How I'm simply the one overreacting and how he can do so much better. Well, you know what? Maybe he can. Maybe they deserve each other. My phone will not stop buzzing. 17 missed calls from Travis. 43 text messages ranging from stop being dramatic to baby please come home. To Mom says she'll forgive you if you just apologize. Forgive me? For what? For having a dream? For wanting a wildflower? For expecting my future husband to have my back? I keep thinking about all the red flags I ignored, how he always made excuses for her behavior, how family dinners felt like job interviews where I was always failing, how she'd accidentally forget to invite me to family events, how he never once, not once, told her to stop it. That's just how my mom is. She doesn't mean anything by it. You're taking it personally. Family is everything to me. Okay, well what am I, chopped liver? The worst part is I still love him. How messed up is that? I'm sitting in my vehicle, ugly crying, and I still love the man who just showed me exactly where I rank in his life. Below his mother, below his image, below his promotion. I don't know what to do. The wedding is in 4 months, deposits are paid, and my dress is ordered. The ball gown that Marlene insisted on instead of the sleek dress I wanted because yes, I already gave in on the dress and the date and the colors. And the guest list where somewhere 70% of her friends and his father's business associates are. And when when did I become this person is the question I ask myself. When did I start disappearing piece by piece? I need to go home eventually, face the apartment, face him. Face the reality that the man I thought I was marrying might not exist. Maybe he never did. Maybe I just saw what I wanted to see. But right now, I'm going to sit in this parking lot a little longer, watch people go about their normal lives, and pretend mine is not falling apart. I don't even know why I'm posting this. Maybe because I need anyone, to tell me I'm not crazy. That wanting wildflowers doesn't make me trash. That expecting your partner to defend you is not asking too much, or maybe I just need to scream into the void because screaming in my vehicle made a soccer mom knock on my window and ask if I needed emergency service. I don't know, I just don't know much anymore. Okay, so it's starting out to be pretty intense. I don't know if this story will surpass Mother Magda, which was known to be the worst mother-in-law we've ever reviewed on this channel. Anyways, the first update came out just 3 hours after the original post. This update is more answering questions, reading comments, and trying to get a perspective from OP so we can see why her husband is essentially ignoring every request that she has, or should I say soon-to-be husband. Here is the update. 3 hours later, it starts with, "Oh my gosh. I can't believe how many people have responded. I'm literally sitting here at my best friend's apartment, reading through your comments and crying all over again, but it's good tears this time. I need to respond to some of these because you're all making me see things clear." A user unspecified, the user's name is not shown here, it says, "Please do not go back. I've been where you're at and it only gets worse. You deserve so much better than this." OP says, "Thank you. I'm literally crying reading this. I wasn't going to add your comment in, but it's just so hard when part of me still loves who I thought that they were." Another comment says, "Oh man, the gaslighting is so obvious from the outside, it makes me sick. The fact that they made you question your own sanity about wanting wildflowers, that is classic narcissistic behavior. My goodness, I didn't even think of it as gaslighting, but you're right. Somehow I ended up feeling guilty for having preferences for my own wedding. It's my wedding." And another comment, this comes from a fellow teacher. The comment about playing with children all day makes my blood boil. Come on, we actually shape the future. Don't let them diminish your career. I get it. There's some bad apples who just do PowerPoint presentations and packets all day of work, but there's real teachers out there who care about the future of the children. Thank you, says OP. I work my butt off for those kids. I have 3 students this year dealing with trauma at home, and I've been working with counselors to help them, but sure, I just play in the sandbox all day. Here's another comment. This one is some pretty good advice. It says, "Girl, when you said he used to brag about you being a teacher, what changed? When did he stop being proud of you? Red flag." "I actually don't know," says OP. "It was gradual. Maybe when he got his promotion last year, when his mother started making comments about how real careers make 6 figures, it's just getting ridiculous." So here's the final comment. It says, "The venue, security escorting you out should be your sign. Do you want even family events to end like this? Every holiday, every single birthday? What happens when y'all have children?" Well, this comment hit me like a truck. Kids, oh gosh. Would she undermine my parenting too? Tell my children their mother is too sensitive? I can't deal with this. You know what? Reading all these comments, I'm starting to realize something. I've been so focused on saving this relationship, on not giving up, on proving I can make it work, but why? Why am I the one trying here? I just texted my mother. She's been blowing up my phone too, but with actual concern, not manipulation. She said that she already called the barn venue to apologize for the scene and asked if we can reschedule a tour. Just me and her this time. She also said, and this makes me cry again, "Honey, Dad and I will pay for the whole wedding if it means you get the day that you want. No strings, no guilt, just our baby girl finally being happy." And Travis, of course, texted me again.
"Oh, this is getting ridiculous. Mom made your favorite lasagna as a peace offering. Come home and let's work this out like an adult."
My favorite lasagna? I'm lactose tolerant, buddy. I've been lactose intolerant the entire time we've been together. His mother's favorite lasagna that I choke down at every family dinner, while she comments about how picky I am. He doesn't even know I'm lactose intolerant after 5 years. Well, what else doesn't he know about me? What else have I been hiding or suppressing to keep the peace? Guys, the next update is the second update, which came out just 6 hours later, but let's discuss this for a second. OP is seeing all these red flags, but yet she can't seem to put it together and finally get out of this situation that she finds herself in. Has anybody else out there had an overbearing mother-in-law, sister-in-law, daughter-in-law? Let me know your in-law stories. I know it's hard to reach Magda level, but maybe somebody out there's been through something similar to this. Let's jump into the update and see how OP's going to handle this wedding venue moving forward. Second update. It's been 6 hours since the original post. Okay, I'm back at the apartment. Travis isn't here, still at Mommy's, but something happened and I need to tell you all because I can't believe this is actually my life right now. After reading your comments and texting with my mother, I decided to come home and at least get some sort of clothing and I think about what to do. I need to be in my own headspace, you know, pet my cat, take a shower, maybe have a good cry in my own bed. I walked in and the apartment smells like Marlene's perfume. That heavy, rose scent that gives me such a headache. She's been in my home. At first I thought I was just being paranoid, but then I went to the kitchen. The wildflower bouquet Travis brought me last week, the one he said reminded him of our first date, was replaced with red roses. Red roses with a note that said these are more appropriate for a professional couple's home. Love, Marlene. She came into my home and replaced my flowers, but wait, it gets worse. I go to our bedroom and there's my pillow and a printout of venue options. Country clubs, hotel ballrooms, every single one of the exact opposite of what I wanted. Each listing has notes in her handwriting. Sophisticated, the Peterson wedding was here, very exclusive. And at the bottom in Travis's handwriting,
"Babe, just look at these. Mom put a lot of work into research."
I can't deal. But the final straw, our engagement photo. The one from the ice rink where he proposed, it's been moved from the living room to the hallway. Replaced with a photo of Travis and Marlene at his college graduation, but I'm done with this. I called my best friend Tessa, who's been reading your comments with me. She's helping me pack a bag, spin a night bag, and I'm staying with her for a few days while I figure this out. She also pointed out something terrifying. Marlene has a key to our apartment. Travis gave his mother a key to our space without ever telling me. I don't know what to do, but I've been leaning into some comments. Some more responses are here. I had a comment that said, "Hey, check your lease agreement. If you're both on it, you have rights. Don't move out permanently without understanding the legal ramifications." So I have to say thank you to that comment. It meant a lot. I didn't even think about it. We're both on the lease. Tessa's boyfriend is a paralegal, and he's going to help me figure it out. And I saw another comment that said, "The fact that he said he told you what you wanted to hear about the wedding venue is the biggest, massive, most overwhelming red flag you could ever have. He told you what you wanted to hear? He's admitting to lying to you to avoid conflict. This will not stop at the wedding planning. Sorry to say this, but duh." Guys, I've read that comment 100 times. It keeps replaying in my head. He lied. He just straight up lied about wanting the same thing as me. What else has he lied about? And yeah, I am documenting everything. I've seen that comment 100 times. Take pictures, blah, 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 save the text. Yeah, I'm doing that. And the key thing is huge. I know, I've seen it before. My ex-mother-in-law, says one comment, used to rearrange my kitchen while I was at work. Started with helping and ended with her literally throwing away my deceased grandmother's recipe box because it was clutter. Run. I'm sorry that happened to you, and I am now paranoid about what else she's touched in there. So, yeah, Travis just called. I didn't answer, but he left a voicemail. Babe, I came home and you're not here. Mother felt bad about earlier, so she stopped by to make peace. She put a lot of thought into those venue options. Can you please just be reasonable? The silence treatment is childish. Call me back. Okay, so now I'm childish. I'm being childish for being upset that his mother broke into my home and redecorated. Now you know what? After reading all your comments and seeing this crap, I know I'm not being childish. I'm finally acting like an adult who knows her worth. And I was about to end this update, but oh my gosh. I just found more. She reorganized my entire closet. All my comfortable teacher clothes are shoved in the back. The dresses and professional wear that she's bought me over the years I never wear are front and center. This is psychotic, right? I'm not overreacting. This is actually insane behavior, right? I'm at Tessa's now, safe, still processing, still reading every single comment. You all have no idea how much you're helping me see clearly. I'm going to update again tomorrow. Right now, I need some wine, maybe a whole bottle, and my best friend and maybe a good scream into my pillow for the third time today. Thank you, all of you, for making me feel less alone and less crazy. I will read this one comment, though, before I end the update. It says, please tell me you're changing the locks, whether you stay or go. She should not have access to your safe space. Girl already looked up a locksmith calling first thing in the morning. And I know, honey, she's marking her territory, the roses, the photos, the clothes. She's showing you who really runs the household, and it ain't you. Yeah, that made me laugh and cry at the same time, because you're absolutely right. Travis texted again. At least tell me you're safe. Despite how you're acting, I still love you. Okay, despite how I'm acting, not I'm sorry my mother invaded our home, not I understand why you're upset, just despite how I'm acting. Tomorrow I'm calling the venue to see if they'll still have us after today's disaster. Then I'm calling a therapist because clearly I need to understand why I let this go on for so long. But for tonight, Tessa's making margaritas and we're watching wedding horror story videos on YouTube because apparently I'm living one. We'll update tomorrow. Thank you for being my reality check. Final update, I didn't think I was going to return. I thought I was just going to never post here again. This is going to be a short update, but listen to this. My father just called. Apparently Marlene called my parents' house to tell them I was having a mental breakdown and need an intervention. You want to know my dad's response? Marlene. With all due respect, the only intervention my daughter needs is getting you out of her life. Do not call here again. My sweet, non-confrontational father who fixes computers and makes dad jokes told her off. I'm crying again. It's good tears, because my family has my back and now I have all of you too. So the wedding might be off, and I will tell you why. I told my soon-to-be mama's boy husband he needs to choose. He needs to make a decision. That's right, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, you need to give your mom some boundaries and tell her that I'm doing this wedding my way, or we're going to call the wedding off, and I'm going to go stay with my parents. Do you want to know what this man said? He says, I think it's better if you just go stay with your parents to cool off some. My mom's never done anything wrong. She's paying for the honeymoon and she's trying to help. Guys, it's safe to say I'm staying at my parents because I almost lost it on him. I think he's always going to be a mama's boy, and if we're going to throw away all these years on his mom, well, you know what? I'd rather do it now than later. I'm probably not going to update again. Thank you for all the comments. You might have saved my life, or at least saved me from a life of disappearing piece by piece until nothing was left. I'm crying now, but at least I'm in good hands. See ya. So, that last update was very unexpected, but it looks like OP has had enough. After reading all the comments, after discussing with her mom and dad, and having her computer nerd father stand up for her, well, something she didn't see coming, it seems like she just can't take it anymore, and she's going to break off this. She tried to give her man an ultimatum, but it's clear he's a mama's boy. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button where we read, discuss, and analyze stories every single day. And guys, that's right. Today was the mother-in-law story, but I have an even crazier one coming out. This is going to be a 3-part series. It's a mother-in-law, and I promise, this one might actually rival the worst mother-in-law we've seen on the channel. And if you guys have been here for a while, you'll remember mother-in-law Magda and every single thing that she did. So stay tuned. It's not coming out tomorrow, but it's going to be soon, and it will be a 3-video story. Absolutely insane. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and remember, it's cool to be kind. See ya.